I think cloud gaming is very, very important. I think that it gives rise to some other things that are also important. I think that episodic gameplay is enabled by cloud gaming. And rather than build a game that has 100 hours of life of entertainment value, building a game that has a couple of hours of entertainment value and the next week you get to play another 2 hours. I think that I always believe that economic models that have worked in the past will work in the future, reskinned. And I think that the cloud computing will start to resemble television.
Cloud gaming is very exciting, especially for what it could do to deliver gaming to other platforms like tablets, connected TVs, areas like that. You know, that said, I think it's a little early technology-wise and business model-wise to be jumping straight to do Netflix of games. There's a lot of moving parts in the industry. I like Gaikai's model. I think they're very innovative in how they're doing sort of the playable trial type area.
I think it's actually turning out to be a very pleasant surprise that even hardcore gamers are willing to adopt behaviors like streaming and playing on more convenient platforms. Again, it just shows the power of the benefit of social games and the benefit of convenience. And we've seen this with other media. If you look at the way YouTube took over video, everybody used to have to go to a movie theater to see video. And before YouTube, they had to download and install a video player, and then that gave them permission to use some apps from that video store. And then YouTube just blew all that out of the water because it stays in the browser. It's not as concerned about the super high fidelity, high performance video experience like you have in a movie theater. It's all about the convenience. And then you get the viral spread, and that's all really been magic for YouTube.
Cloud gaming, I think it's very interesting. I think as broadband goes up and I think developers are more aware of it, I think that's going to be an integral part of game design, as well as how you host your game, how you interact with your users. Game companies in Asia we've had our own cloud kind of service for years, so it's actually very efficient, and I think it will be widely adopted. It's a no-brainer.
I think that most of the games will have a cloud component because sometimes you're playing the same game on different devices. So it's important to store some element of the game in the cloud.
I think more and more software in general will move into the cloud, and gaming's no different. You see this with the music industry, you see it with the movie industry, you're starting to see it with the books publishing industry, is that basically entertainment content that you can digitize is moving into the cloud.
Technology gets every year gets more powerful and cheaper, and the power you have in your cell phone. Somebody was saying the other day the next generation of cell phones are going to be more powerful than the Xbox 360 is currently, which sounds amazing, but you got to remember the 360 is 5 or 6 years old now, and that's just that march of technology. So there's sort of a race between faster bandwidth and more power in the cloud versus just increasing power in our pockets.